Good evening. Here doing the week 2 PCC3 turn-in video. So this week went through and did all the tertiary detail on Gary Oldman. Kind of just started with the reference I had. Kind of was going in and adding those wrinkles in the skin, and then knocking them back a little bit, and then I was going through and adding pores, age lines, and then his skin, when you're up close and looking at pictures, is very textured. Like, it has a lot of dips and like holes in it and indentions and things like that, and ridges, and so he does have a very detailed skin. So I just went through and was kind of trying to capture all those details, got those in. I already had the retopo and the UVs done, and I remade my so this is what the UV map looks like. I had it split to where it preserves the ears and the face, and just kind of kept it as one unit. And so I went through and remade my normal and displacement maps. And then after that, I went through and started doing, since I don't have a lot of time to get used to Mudbox, I was doing poly paint here in ZBrush to try and get like a skin texture on him for skin color and whatnot. And it worked out, but the problem I was having was when I was trying to transfer it over to Maya, using the Pixar shaders with RenderMan, trying to get my normal maps and displacement maps to display correctly wasn't working out too well. So I was trying to figure out how to get that hooked up. I might end up just going and using Sketchfab, or trying Arnold Renderer instead of RenderMan, see if I can get it to work with that, or if you have any ideas of what that might have been caused by. Real quick with Gary Oldman, I will show you, once I get everything hooked into RenderMan, I had lowered the bump value on my maps, and I was getting this. This right here was not working too well, so I was getting a very Exorcist looking model. It's kind of scary. So I stopped messing with that. Went back to messing with my bear. So I'll go back to him in a minute. Real quick though, I'll pop this back open. So I got all the skin details in. Kind of zoom in so you can see those. And then I also went through and did it on the whole bust as well. And then let me switch over files. So this is the skin texture I made. I lowered. There we go. Okay. So I made the texture map, and when the texture, it looks as if my texture did not stick. I don't know what happened with that. So I had made a updated texture. It should show up where that wasn't grayed out, and I fixed all these areas. This is what I had so far. I was able to preserve most of that skin detail in the texture map and then on the displacement map. But then again, like I said, when I transferred it over, it wasn't working out too well. And then I did the gray on top of the head because I was going to try and add some hair in, some X-Gen hair in Maya, see if I could get that working, and see what's going on with that. Over in Maya, I've got my bear. I've been working on getting the fur done. I'm having a little bit of trouble with the connecting area right here with the neck and the top of the body. How I ended up doing it was the head, the top part of the body, which was the 2 arms, most of the torso, and the back. And then I did the legs, the bottom leg, the back legs as their own group. I got all my textures worked out. I'm still using the same texture I had because I did not get over to repainting the bear texture. Because if I'm going to leave my fur like this instead of doing, like, I'm not sure at this point if I should use cards or just do this, because the fur is not looking too bad for my first go through with this. So it could be left and just tweaked from here. But if I do cards like I was talking about, then I'm going to have to go through and repaint the texture. So this is, like I said, the render I got from that. I know that I'm going to have to make the fur probably a lot brighter, like a lighter shade of brown, so that it shows up better and resembles more of what a grizzly bear's fur looks like, because mine's kind of dark right now. But, I'm looking forward to hearing back from you and what you think, and areas I can improve on and going on from here, because I know this is the last week, so I definitely have a lot to get done to get these rough turned. But I know that as long as I keep communicating with you, I'll be able to get this done and turned in and rendered and ready for the final. All right, thanks. Have a good night.